And so you make journals that are beautiful. And this is kind of what you're famous for, your journals. So I am here with Trevor Washko, who is the leather artisan. He makes all these beautiful leather things. We're at the farmers market in Aspen, which is an amazing experience. But I particularly came here because I wanted us to talk to Trevor and learn a little bit more about what he does, how he does it, why he does it. So, when did you start working in leather?
This piece is the very first thing I ever made.
Really?
This is my journal. I've been kicking it around since 1998. It goes with me every day. And I get dumped by a girlfriend, I put a new book in, and I start over. So I originally made this journal for myself to travel. And I was working as a naturalist guide for the Aspen Center for Environmental Studies.
Nice.
And I would carry that book around with me in the field and pull it out while I was out with groups. And people would always be like, where'd you get that? Where can I get one? And so I kind of started making them for family and friends. And then I had connections to the famous Toclot Gallery in Ashcroft, Colorado, outside of Aspen, just upstream. And so started selling my work there and making things in the off seasons. So it started kind of as just a small little hobby thing that gradually evolved to many other items, any other goods beyond good. But we're still pretty known for the journals primarily.
So is this you do this full time, or are you still doing guided nature tours, or a little bit of both?
This is, I think, my 18th or 19th year here at the Aspen Saturday Market. And I go to Vail every Sunday and do their farmers market and art show. And I've been doing it sort of full time. Did it part time for many years, and then full time for about 10 years. But I'm also fill a role for the nature center here in town. Still as as a naturalist and steward up at the Toclot, the Caddo Center at Toclot. So
Nice.
I have another whole gig aside from this.
Nice. So what kind of leather do you work with predominantly? And tell me what you're making here.
This is going to be a little case for a cell phone.
Okay.
And this is all bison leather. So we used to use cow leather for years. Bison leather was something that was hard to come by 15, 20 years ago. Over the last 5 to 10 years, there's a lot more bison on the landscape and a lot more bison leather available. So the leather comes from grassland ranches in the Midwest, and then I have it tanned. In Milwaukee. Yep.
Wow, so that's quite a circuitous route. I thought maybe your leather, it just seems like we're in cattle country, that a lot of it would come from here. But not so much.
Again, I'm working strictly with bison, mainly because the bison have a much better, they're much better on the land. So bison has a more gentle way of feeding on the land, whereas a cow will decimate a patch of grass and chew it down to nothing. Bison will generally move around if they're given range, and they won't kill the plants and the grasses as much. So it's better. It's a more regenerative process on the land of ranching, and so I'm trying to support bringing bison back to the landscape.
That's awesome. That's fabulous.
Yeah. So ultimately, I would love to have a source of bison here locally, but it's not here.
Not yet. At least not yet.
Not yet.
So, okay. And so you make journals that are beautiful. And this is kind of what you're famous for, your journals.
Yeah, they're all refillable. So they'll last for years and years. All hand stitched.
The feel of the leather is
more or less one
delicious.
How much are the coolie cups? Those are $39.
And then you do...
Functional, durable, beautiful goods.
Love that. That's important.
A copper water bottle from India.
Beautiful. And these pouches.
Yeah, it's kind of a leather bag. With, this is real turquoise here from Santa Fe.
Beautiful. So this is an interesting opening, isn't it? It kind of lifts, no?
Yeah. It's connected, so. Oops.
Is that kind of your design, or?
This one I kind of modeled after a bag a friend of mine's mother bought in Spain back in the 70s. So.
Nice.
And then
oh, for your phone.
This was designed to hold the phone here, and then you pull this out, and you got a little spot for your driver's license.
That's brilliant.
Goes back up in there.
Very nice.
This is I call this the Spirit Slinky. So it starts out like this.
I was wondering what those were. Yeah.
It goes like this. And this is a little makeshift corkscrew opener that my father and I made in his garage. So it's a nail with a recycled corkscrew. Just kind of a lightweight picnic thing.
Oh my God, that's so clever. Very nice.
Yeah.
Super cool. So we can just carry our bottle around with us in a beautiful leather
It's kind of
carrier.
like a wine tote. We're going to a party or a picnic.
Nice. Beautiful. And let me see, what else? There was something I wanted to... And so what do you use? The fly for the flies?
This is a traditional style fly fishing wallet.
That's beautiful.
So I designed this almost 20 years ago.
Nice.
And it's bison leather with natural sheep shearling on the inside. And I've handmade probably about 8,000 of these in the last 20 years.
Are you a fly fisherman?
Not a very good one.
Is anybody? I think so. Yeah, this is beautiful. And who does the metal?
I originally sourced this from a catalog, but I now have them manufactured.
Yeah, those are really nice. And okay, so journals. And then what are these for? I'm seeing like you have that.
So this is a little card catalog essentially of I call them tattoos. And they're laser engraved, and they are able to be added onto
anything.
The other products as requested.
Perfect.
So kind of personalizes things. People dig them.
Yeah, they're super cool.
Lasts.
Very important. Need those. Cool. Anyway, this was awesome. I've been watching your work for several years coming to Aspen, and I've admired it. So thank you for sharing a little bit more. I forgot to ask you, are you from the area? Are you from the Aspen area?
I'm originally from Illinois, but I moved to Aspen in 1996 as a naturalist intern for the Aspen Center for Environmental Studies, and I've kind of been kicking around here ever since.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for giving us the little mini tour here.
Thank you.